Woohoo! Here we are, JP. Let's see. Okay, can you fix that? Try to see where we can get both of us a little bit.
That's good. I can see.
You can see? Mm-hmm. You can see. People can't see you. There we go.
If I ain't in it,
there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. There we go, JP. There we go.
All right, we in the building.
Just a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Learning so much for them. Just so that we could get some clarity on things that we assume, but we don't really know what's going on the inside of them. We endeavor to have a safe place for them to come and share their feelings and their thoughts and feel the safety to be transparent in this day and time, because we know that it's not often that they have a safe place to come and vent and share how they're feeling. So we want to make sure, especially as the women in our community, that we let them know that we hear them and we are aware of where some of the things that they're dealing with. So I'm excited today to be here with my guest, JP.
That's right.
That's right, JP.
That's right.
I've been knowing JP since elementary school for a very long time, and I'm
Definitely.
Day
one kindergarten.
I'm excited to have you here, JP.
Man, I'm so happy to be here.
How you doing today?
Ain't nothing I want to do for you, Vic. You know that. You call me, I'm coming.
I love that.
That's what's up.
That's the energy I get from most of my brothers. That's why I love y'all so much, and that's why I always have my head on a chopping block for taking up for y'all. But it ain't personal. It's the fact that I feel like we as women sometimes, we stick together in such a way that's unhealthy for us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like at some point we have to acknowledge our own and be accountable for the things that we cause. You know?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So this topic today is called, it's under fatherhood, and it's presence versus presence. So I was very moved by your Father's Day post. Mm-hmm. And it was so befitting for the content that I was doing this month. I was like, I got to hear from JP.
Right. I know, right?
Your transparency. How did that come about? What made you reflect and come to that?
Well, I'm all about being transparent, because by me being a Christian, you know, we always talk about the like after the storm is over. We talk about what we've been through or whatever, but I think it's important to let people know what you're going through when you're going through it, mm-hmm. so you can exercise your faith a little bit better.
Yeah. And
people can see you standing strong while your life is in shambles. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So, you know, as far as my post, mm-hmm. I was a hustler. I sold drugs, and they took all my time. I missed a lot of family events. I had the money to support the kids when they had field trips and stuff like that, but I ain't had time to go. Mm. And so that kind of like, later on down the line, I felt the effects of that. Just supporting financially, it ain't good enough. Mm-hmm. And ain't no longevity in that. As far as when the kids get older, all the things you bought, you know, that stuff, they can't wear it now. All they got is the memories, and they don't remember that.
Wow.
You know, so.
That's real good. That's real good. And this is why I'm so grateful for a space that I can invite young men into a space where they can talk about it.
Right.
Because like you were saying in your post, you know, you first of all, I applaud you for openly just being so honest like that. Mm-hmm. So many dads need to own that.
Yeah.
They need to own it. Even though mom could be fussing and japping and doing whatever, when you can see the error of your own ways, then that's how you know change is taking place.
Definitely. You can't celebrate, a lot of people celebrate Father's Day, but you know where you feel short at, man. You know.
Yeah.
You know, people know where they feel short at, but it's because it's Father's Day. You don't want to be the one to, you know, not celebrate yourself or whatever the case may be. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Most people just step over there with the real father and say, hey, I'm a father too, and then there it is. But they have their baby mama standing next to her. She probably say something different, you know.
So I would assume you being out there in the street.
Yeah.
Was it a point where because how old were you when you became a father?
My first daughter, she's 24. She was born in 2000. So, 2000 I had my firstborn.
Oh wow! I had a baby before you. I feel some type of way.
Hey, and everybody, that's another post I had posted about my daughter. That everybody, some people probably remember when I said she was she fell off track, and she turned to drugs. And I ain't talking about weed. I'm talking about cocaine. And so I felt the need to share that because I got the faith in God that she gonna come out of that. Yeah. Same way I was out there smoking leaf. Everybody know it took jail to change me. I seen myself when I came down. When I got out of the madness, I seen myself. So right now, I ain't posted it yet, but my daughter in jail right now in Texas. She got assault on a police officer. Wow. And that might sound strange, but when I found out that she was locked up, I rejoiced, and I thank the Lord because I've been praying for her. Yeah. And I know it was ain't no words I could say powerful enough to break through that. I knew she had to be separated from it. And I prayed for the separation, and I got it. But all this is a test to the time that wasn't spent. Wow. Y'all might have seen my daughters in school and seen them with the mics on. Y'all thought it was all good. But no, it wasn't, man. You see the kids dressed nice, and you thinking they being supported, but no, man. It's the time. Yes. It's the genuine time that's most important. I'm seeing that right now.
Yes.
I'm feeling it right now, but I got trust and faith in God that He gonna turn this thing around, man. So y'all gonna see. When she come out, she gonna be a new person. We talk every day, every other day. She call me, I send her money. She coming to herself.
Good.
So, to God be the glory for that.
Oh, that's so powerful, Jeremy. You don't know you got me up here about to cry, but I'm
don't cry.
ain't going in at the same time.
Don't cry.
And the reason why, because we always, especially when it comes to praying, we had a praying grandmama. My mama prayed. You don't hardly ever hear people say, my dad prayed for me. Now, I have that testimony. My dad prayed and fasted. Yeah. We was out there wilding. He was shutting in, praying and fasting for us, all of his children. Right. But we got older and we saw the value of that once we got older. But as a little kids, we felt like he was trying to deprive us from our youth and keep us in the house, but he was really trying to safeguard us from the environmental things that was happening that he saw and observed in our environment. He didn't want us to be products of our environment as young women, but we didn't see that. We just wanted freedom.
Right.
So just the fact that you said you praying for your daughter, you talking to her, have there been any healing? Like, have she vented to you like, Dad, you weren't there, this and that? Have y'all discussed that?
Well, she, my youngest daughter, she a little bit more, she more like me. She'll say anything. She don't care what she said. I don't know. My daughter Naomi, but my oldest daughter Jada, she love me so much, she respect me so much, she ain't gonna call me out.
Okay. She
ain't gonna call me out, but I was raised with my mom and dad. Another woman never been in my house. Good. It's 5 of us. My sister Sarah passed away, but another woman never been in our house. Another man never been in our house and told us nothing. So, my daughter, so, I kind of want that for them, but it ain't work out like that.
Okay. So, how old is your second daughter?
Naomi, she's 19 right now.
Okay.
And Naomi and Jada, 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
My daughter is 27 and she's married.
Wow.
She's probably...
That's a big deal. I ain't think we had them no more. In 2000.
I know. I feel I'm blessed when I tell you. Man. What I say is, yes, children, you want them to obey you, but they also watch what you do and how you live.
Yeah.
So definitely. I think that the sacrifice of me living a certain way, it influenced her, along with me making sure that our relationship was on point.
Yeah.
I'm not a perfect mom, and I made bad decisions as well. However, I made sure that I kept it real with her.
Right.
And I was honest and open and transparent with her, and I never tried to overly exert authority when she needed me to be a listening ear. Like, I never used the parental authority, like, I'm the mother. When I saw the challenges come, I was more so concerned about what places it's coming from. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes I think, especially because we raised the way we are in our households, you better not say nothing back, you know, stuff like that. Say something, I'm gonna hit you with this shoe, you know, whatever. I try to, and even to this day, I got a son that's 13, and he come tell me all his business.
Look at that.
And
that's major right there.
I know people be like, girl, he said that to you? Yes. Because I wanted to make sure that I know it's not about, you should be your children's friend. No, I'm not their friend, but I'm friendly and I'm approachable. When it comes to hard conversations, I don't make them intimidated. Like they can't come and sit down and talk to me like they would their boy next door. You feel me? So I think that's very important. But I'm just glad to see.
It's very important. It's very important. It's very important. I want to add to that.
Go ahead.
Like, hey, you got presence and presence. You can still be there and not be effective, man. You know? Yeah. You can still be there and not make yourself you can be there all the time. A lot of guys ain't got jobs no way, so they just be in the house anyway. So, you know, you can be there and not be effective and not be approachable. You could not be approachable while you there too. And I think I gotta rewind the tape a little bit about my father. You know, he left Mississippi when he was 14 years old.
Wow.
And he came to Chicago and slept in Douglas Park. Okay, until my grandma, my husband, saw something in him and cuffed him and gave him a job. And he met my mama, and then there it was, you know. So, make a long story short, I guess they don't take a genius to see that he ain't had no father experience, you know. So he only could do what he did the best he could as far as being a father. Now, he worked. He was never home. And then when he got to be a pastor, he working at Pepsi all week from 2 to 12 midnight. He come home, we sleep. He leaving, we in school just getting out of Londale. And on Saturdays, he at the church doing pastor, taking care of pastor business. So I was raised that the man got to grind, got to work, you know. So when I was hustling, as long as when they needed, I had the money. I felt I was doing what I was supposed to do.
Okay, so that's critical to how you develop that mindset.
That's right.
Because you saw your father, here's my hand.
Yeah.
But then his presence wasn't so much.
Right.
You didn't see him much, he wasn't present much, but you had his hand. You knew he was a provider.
Exactly.
So looking back with that little boy that you was, I don't know if you felt you had the safe place to come and tell Dad. Was there ever a moment in your journey where you wanted to sit Dad down and say, hey, I understand you work and you're doing all this, but I need you to be. Did you ever feel that?
Never thought about it.
Really?
Never thought about it.
Okay.
Because that's my dad. He lived with us. He was always, you know, well, he wasn't there, but when we messed up, he woke us up at night when the cat out work. Yeah, tore that ass up, but yeah. Oh, you should have told me that before I got it. But yeah. So he was a disciplinarian.
Okay.
You know, so I felt like, you know, as long as I provide and be the correct, exercise disciplinary actions, I thought I was doing okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You didn't get that from your dad.
No, I ain't get
so
that.
In your innocence, you did not think that you were depriving your children of your presence because you learned and saw and witnessed this is what a father looked like according to my own experience.
Right.
So you looking back, how old you say you was when you had your first daughter?
It was in 2000, so I would say 23.
Okay.
33. I'm 77.
What?
I'm born 77.
Oh.
No, I'm born. Am I doing the math right? I'm doing the math
I never
right.
say the lies you do tell. You high.
No, I would say 23. When I first had my first child, I would say 23.
Okay. So you was in your early 20s, and I can imagine back then, yes, you was in the street getting that paper. How did you end up? Like, was you in a relationship when you had these children? or was you just out there kind of like, you know how y'all do?
You said was I in a relationship?
Yeah, was it a relationship or was you just
actually it was.
Okay.
Actually it was.
Okay.
It was a relationship. She was from the suburbs. I'm born and raised in the city. I thought that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I thought I had something. But yeah.
You know what?
No, I was in a relationship though. I was in a relationship.
Okay.
Just keeping it 100, man.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't last like I wanted it to. Like I said, I was born with my mom and father, so I you can imagine how much work I put in that relationship to make it work.
Okay.
But they just don't make them like that no more.
I would argue that.
They don't make them like that. They don't make the women like that. My mom had. Oh. They don't make them like that no more, man. It's rough out here.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that because I feel the same way about men. Okay, I'm not gonna say they don't make them like that no more, because I do believe that men can be damaged goods just like women.
Definitely.
And I feel like we have a ton of compassion for women, whereas we don't have any for men most of the time. Most of the time, men have to lick their wounds and just heal like a dog and just going on with life. Yeah. But women, we get all the coddles and the kisses and the cuddles and, like, it's going to be all right, sis, Yeah. But y'all be like, everything flying at y'all at the same time. You don't, even amongst brothers, you don't really find a lot of brotherhood like that anymore. No. You looking over your shoulder like you got one hand to hug me and the other one got a knife. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can trust you, right?
You
So that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point though, in a relationship, did the trouble in the relationship cause a divide with the kids? Did any of that say, you know what, I think I'm just gonna do my part. I don't really want to be around like that. I don't really want the smoke. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Well, the best answer to that, I'm gonna say, I gotta go to scripture, man. I can't just. I can't brainstorm.
Come on with the word.
I mean, it's supposed to be husband and wife.
Yes.
Before, you intimate, and before you're intimate, you can't have no kids before that, right? So, I would advise these young guys, to approach a relationship differently. Yeah. And I would advise the women to get to know that man intimately, emotionally, mentally, before you decide to, sleep with him, unprotected, and things of that nature, because you know what happened with that. So once you get to know somebody in and out, I think, that's when you decide y'all marry, y'all doing things the right way. Once God hand on it, you can't go wrong.
Okay, so then you know what? This just opened the door, because I promise you, leading up to this interview, being a woman of God, I'm really careful, and I have to be led of God when I say certain things. And some type of way at work, that's where he seemed to always want to deal with me at. It came to me, and I said, I'm going to ask JP, is he praying for a wife? Do he want to be married?
Most definitely.
I felt like God... See, I'm finna tell you, this right here. See, I'm glad you said that, because now I'm like, yes. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, you're a deacon at church? You're a trainer?
Yeah, I'm training deacon in church right now, man. So y'all can't come over to me saying, what's up, Lord, and all that mess no more, man. That's over with.
I'm so happy. Oh, I love it.
I don't accept JP too much. You gotta call me Jeremy,
Okay, you want me to say Jeremy?
No, you can call me Jeremy. I'm just saying, though, I'm trying to put all that stuff in the past behind me, man.
I'm with you. So something is you're doing a lot of things right. And I said that. I said, God, his heart must be in the right place for you to even deal with me like you're dealing with me. He gotta have a place in his heart for you already. Because we have a culture of men in the church that they work for their pastor, but they not really studying God like that. But they work for the pastor.
Dig that.
You feel me? So it's like, I'm here, I'm faithful to the pastor, but outside of this, God don't know me, I ain't studying God. So then the scripture says that a deacon ought to be a husband of one wife.
That's right.
And so I was like, Lord, bless him with a wife, because I believe that a lot of the times, and this is just, I know it's a lot going on social media. You got the influencers talking about the 50-50 this, and you got the women saying this, and the men saying that, and the man should do this. I want the soft life, all this stuff, right? yes, there's an abundance now. Now you got all 50,000 women with BBLs, so it's plenty to look. Everybody got an hourglass figure.
Yeah, I know,
but
right?
Now the challenge is even greater because now I need to see what's inside. Okay? And in order for me to see what's inside, I can't allow your physique to lure me to a place. So by the time I wake up, I'm looking at Freddy Krueger's sister.
You say you can't allow the physique?
No, you can't. Because that is y'all, God made y'all visual. Yeah. So y'all are visual. Men like what they see. Our spiritual father taught us. Men like what they see and women like what they hear. So,
oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's deep.
You know how y'all get in our ear and be like, yeah, girl, what you got? All that. So, wait. So, JP. So.
That's deep, man.
Yeah. So, now that we got all this different stuff out here to make us, to enhance us, you know, I would imagine that it's probably even a little bit more tougher because, man, all of them is got it going on. I don't know what to do. So when I say you're looking for a wife, I say pray, because God, even though you know you're going to still have your ups and downs and your storms, but at least you know this was an answer from God. At least you know that. Right. And I feel like that is what separates and narrows down the competition, because I need to know that God said it's okay for me to be with her, and I don't care what she looking like on the outside. If she's gonna take me to hell some type of way and put my life in shambles, because what do women do? The scripture says a wise woman would build her house, and a fool pluck it down with her hands. And I think that most of the time men, I don't believe that men just like being whores and don't want to commit. I don't believe that. I believe they too experience a lot of different stuff that we deny, say that didn't bother them. Breakups, divorce, whatever, and now they going back into it like, wait, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They apprehensive just like we are. Yeah. So a helper is somebody to come alongside of you and help you. Right. And so that's why I did, especially in this day and time, in this economy, unless you got a rich family, unless you win a lottery or something, there's no way you just gonna pop up and be a sole provider of GP. You know what I mean? Especially with all the stuff. So it's like, we can't allow social media to feed us a bunch of garbage to that's where exactly we think we finna live like Sierra. Like, stop, okay, how many prayers you pray? It's only one Russell Wilson. And they feed us a bunch of junk, Jeremy. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm praying because why? I want you to be God's deacon and not just working for the pastor in the church. Because at the end of the day, he's who you're working for.
Man, that's so important, because what you said is strong. Because, I mean, if you just look at it from a common sense aspect, that's who they see. They see the pastor. They don't see God. And
wow.
We visual folks. If I come in a room with design on to a bunch of teenagers, and you come in with regular clothes on, they're gonna be more subject to listen to the person that's with the designer, because they're gonna feel like they feel like he's more successful. He got to know. Look what he got on. He got to know what he's talking about. And that's where everybody mess up at. But as far as the assets, the all the women's doing I would advise women to, like, I've been with women for months. I dated women for months. They never asked me nothing about me. Never asked a personal question like, really? Hey, like, how would you feel if this was to go on with us? Or how would you feel if the relationship shifted? No personal questions. Women don't ask men personal questions about they personal.
Why do you think that is?
Because they're not interested. They're not interested. But when a woman interested, she asks you all kind of questions. She want to know, like, what you like to eat, what's your favorite color. She want to know all that
straight
stuff.
To the food, what you like to eat.
Yeah. That's supposed to point. But
See, listening to you now, right? Now, that's why you can't judge a book by its cover.
No,
right?
You better not.
So judging, I'm saying I could judge a book by its cover and say, oh, look at him. He for the street. He don't know the Lord. Right. He don't want to do. He's this. In one glimpse, I'm wrong. I'm wrong because so far what I see is a praying father, I see a father that has a reach in him to restore the relationship with his child.
Right.
I see a man that's trying to serve God and trying to live right. I see a man that say, I desire marriage. So those 4 major things that can be dispelled just off of looking at you in a glance like, he a player, look at him.
Yeah, right. That's
look at him, he wants to. You see how we do?
They don't have no conversation. It's always, the conversation don't go no far as the get up, you know. When we gonna hook, we talk on the phone, just basic questions. Nobody's intimate no more, more personal with the questions no more. Make the man feel like you really into him, not into what he got or what he can do, what he can potentially do for you.
Yeah, because you're a truck driver, right?
Yeah.
So once you tell them that, what happened?
No, it don't work no more because the truck drivers messed up. The economy been messed up right now, so you can't get away with that now. But you know, y'all know, you a truck driver, they just say, I got money written all over it, you know.
Yes. What you do for a living? I drive truck.
Yeah.
Oh, what time you coming over to see me again?
Yeah.
They try. Do you get women do that?
You be just that easy, you know? But not no more.
Not no more.
Everybody got different motives.
Yeah.
You gotta use your spirit of discernment to know. Like, what's for you? Well, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. But,
oh, my God.
Yeah.
So, wait. Back to the presents. Because I want you to... What do you say to the young dads out there who got that same mindset that say, you know what? I get this money. I go and spend $1,000 on my kids. Can't say nothing about me. I'm a good father.
Look, when they birth... Now, don't get it twisted. I said what I said about the time knowing... I was there for the birthdays. I was there for the graduations. I was there for Halloween trick-or-treating. I was there for Christmas. It's the Wednesday nights. Sit down watching the movie. It's the quality. That time that you feel like ain't important is vitally important. It's vitally important. And just be around for them to come to you and ask you questions about their day. You think it's not important or whatever because it's beneath you or whatever, but you should engage with your kids as if it's you going through it or having that problem. Get emotional with them or let them know that you really care, man. I didn't do that.
Wow.
I didn't do that.
So you say the younger girl, she'll come at you. Has she ever do you feel like
she
any
called
of
me out.
it? What did she say?
Naomi.
Yes, she was.
Naomi called me out. Dad, you wasn't there. You gave us money, but you wasn't never there. I defend myself like, girl, who took you trick-or-treating? I was at your daddy dance. I did that, When you was in the little school gatherings, I came, It didn't matter.
Do you feel like any of it could have been influenced by mom? Do you feel like any of the issues that you have with your children could have had been influenced by their mother, or you think it was just all them coming up and maturing to a place saying, hey, Dad, I remember you wasn't this, you wasn't that? Do you feel like any of the stuff they saying is repeated?
Well,
don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah. My mama and me raised my daughters.
Oh.
So, boom. There it is. And that was one of the reasons why I felt so comfortable being gone all the time, because I knew this was my mama. But my mama was in her 60s.
Okay.
She older. She raised 5 kids. So all she was able to do was make sure they fed and make sure they had a nice warm bed and they had clean clothes.
Okay.
So she wasn't there to parent them as they parents should have been.
Okay.
Which is me and their mother.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm gonna be honest and say it, man,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Wow. So you and Naomi, how's she doing?
Me and Naomi cool.
Okay.
We cool.
Okay.
Because I accept my accountability. And I just pick up the pieces from where I left off at. So it's all good.
I love that.
Dad, spend that time with your kids. I promise you. It's important, man. It's very, very, very important. Very important.
Very important because we as moms, we do a lot, right? And I said this to my other brothers that I had on here. I love chopping it up with my brothers. Yeah. I could just
Shout out to Child. What up, Joe? That's my man.
That's cool. but my other brother, yeah. Okay. We did, my brother on my dad's side, we did baby mom drama. And my goodness, yes, he was bold about his stance as a father. And I applaud him for that. He's a fighter, and he don't give up. The baby mama's tried, but he be on it like, I'm going to court, I'm doing, you ain't gonna do that.
I applaud him.
Yes,
I applaud him.
I love that for him. Now, my other brother, Chuck, that you know from school, you know, he been with his wife since they was children.
Yeah.
So they still together today
up,
with kids and grandkids.
Congrats to that, man.
Yeah, ain't that beautiful?
Man. That's awesome.
That's very beautiful.
That's awesome.
And one thing he definitely has and have had a consistent presence, okay?
Yeah.
Regardless of the stuff that he's been through, he has been consistently in his place. And I thank God for that, you know, because it seems to be something that has that the other young men, my nephews and different ones that became fathers, they have patterned themselves after that. So they too are pretty much like engaging and wifing up their children's mother and trying to have that family, because to be honest, I don't even think he gives himself enough credit, because he really did break a lot of different cycles in the family as a man. And I know it wasn't easy, but I don't feel like he gets enough credit, and I don't feel like he knows the value of what he has accomplished, you know. So I'm just moved by the fact that you look back at your past and say, okay, that's not me no more. I don't do that no more.
Right.
I'm shutting the door to that. That's not me. I'm not that street dude no more. That's not who I am. I'm trying to live for God.
Right.
I'm trying to be a deacon. I'm trying to get my house in order. I'm trying to position myself to be blessed. And a lot of times in the making, while this is all happening, like you said, you know, we need to learn how to dance in the rain.
There you go. And
not wait till the storm over.
Because God will never get the glory. He never get the glory if he want to get the glory out of your life. He want to get the praise out of your storm and your tribulations. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going through a situation that don't nobody know but you now, then you come out with this big story when God brought you out. And it's like, all right, man, hey, man, that's a good story. I believe you, but you know, we didn't see you go through that.
How did you get exactly?
You should have. So I'm all about the transparency, man. For God to get the glory out of it.
I love that.
And yeah,
I love that because you know
ain't too many people that do that, but
no.
That's just the way I choose. To go.
Wow, I love that because it's true. We want the finished, polished product. But what about when I was
How strong did you stand? How strong?
How did you make it?
Was you talking about God when you was homeless? Was your faith as strong then? But when he bring you out, it's cool to say, hey man, guess what I've been through? Tell everybody. But no, man, that ain't how it's supposed to go. He sitting back looking like, man, I'm sending you through this again. I'm finna bring you out, but nobody know but me and you. I want everybody, the people, the non-believers, to know when I'm that you standing strong because you got faith that I'm gonna bring you out. Why are you in the storm? Why you in the storm, man? That's what it's all about. And then I don't know why people are so secretive anyway. We all black. We all in the same level of pressure.
Yeah.
You know, we all in the same boat. We all in the same boat, man.
We all strive.
Ain't nobody going through none. The next black person ain't going through.
And that's true. That's what I'm saying. In the community, you got this person trying to be better than this person. Baby,
man, I never understand that.
You wouldn't be here.
I never understand that.
We wouldn't even be breathing the same air if you was all that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't too far from where I am. You know?
Man, in this world we live in, hey man, I gotta say the white man where we live in, we all getting the same. We got the same opportunities. Nobody above the next one. You know, and they keep showing us that. Well, they take down all our prominent people, leaders. They showing you that constantly. That we all the same. You know, so I don't understand why we're being so secretive to each other.
I agree, and I also think that plays the fact that we don't reach back. I often say this, Jeremy. You know, when you was growing up. Yeah. Do you remember? Now, I want to see how far you gonna go back to the hood.
Trap me. I dare you, trap me.
Okay.
Trap me.
Let me see. Do you remember Mr. O'Quinn?
Yes.
Oh, because you get people that's bragging about where they from. Baby, you don't know the real hood like we know. Do you remember Lynn's shop that did the belts, the leather belts?
Yeah.
You remember Lynn's shop?
Yeah.
Do you see how back then men will grab the younger men and begin to groom them and teach them how to work on cars and how to do carpentry work and how to, Mr. O'Quinn had gathered the guys. My brother, he was playing the Billiken Parade with the drums.
Taught them how to play them instruments. Yep.
Why do you think there's such a disconnect now? Why do you feel like y'all age group not reaching for the teens and 20s? What's up with that?
Man, I don't know where the disconnect came in at. I don't know where the disconnect came from. I would guess when we was in line, it was organizations. It was organizations, gang organizations. You know what I'm saying? We had other guys that they got the chiefs, and all them people that you listen to, but they was forced to listen to them because if you didn't, there was consequences behind that. But those consequences kept structure in that. These kids, as far as what you're saying, like when the system took that out the streets, that's where the disconnect came in from. They enabled us to pass the tradition, to pass down. I want to say they did because it was a collective thing. It was a group thing. It was a collective thing, which made it when it's individually. You talk to one person, that's one thing, it's you and him. But when it's a group of people, everybody getting messages or whatever the case may be. So I think when they took that out, that was the debacle. Mm-hmm. And when we just gave up, when you couldn't get everybody together to talk no more, then those talks weren't all positive, but it could have led to positivity. At least we had everybody where they supposed to be, but nobody got interested in passing down. It was all individual. You talk to your niece, your nephew, or whatever, your little brother, and you try to pass down what you know to him. Yeah. And that was just it.
So sometimes I think that either a little bit of both, a lack of teachers and a lack of younger people being teachable. Because this is the information age, and they think they know everything because they can go to Google. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, I'm going to say, not to cut you off, but social media and we got way too materialistic as the times went on. Mm-hmm. It got to a point to where it's all about what you had. And once,
and we had it.
Right, we ain't had it. We ain't trip about what you had on or whatever the case may be. But when people when the females start judging the men by this and this, and it's just a lot of poison, I think, in our community, man.
A whole lot.
A lot of poison, I think.
A whole lot. I think the fatherlessness is so prevalent. It's so, it's spreading so rapidly because it's like layered reasons. It's not one reason. It's layers of stuff. And why did I choose to pinpoint men? In the beginning, when I first decided to mount this platform after I fought it for 4 years, because I was yeah, because you know why? Because I grew up in the faith community where I was there, and I knew that this was going to take me away, and I knew that when it took me away, that there would be, a change in relationships, because the way God started dealing with me to reach and to open up, get men to open up and talk. Because our strength, our leadership, everything we need is in y'all. Yeah. And we're failing miserably without y'all being in y'all place. And we like to talk about it. We like to hear about it, songs about it, all like that. But then if some type of way we don't begin to open up the lines of communications in a healthy way. Because all of the crazy stuff we see going back and forth on social media, that's not how you do that. And I also like the idea that I get, because some people think I be on here getting fresh with the dudes and all like that. No, you just ain't never seen the man that a woman know how to talk to a brother. Right. You understand that? Right. So it's like it's a shame.
A dialogue without the garbage.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, even with that, they say you'll get more bees with honey, right?
That's right.
And it's true, but it's almost like we want to pick and choose who we feel deserve that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
as you should.
Collectively, just generally, I could be kind. Just because, I could be kind to Jeremy. Jeremy don't have to be a certain caliber of a man for me to be kind to him.
Right.
He could be in his Bulls jersey with his head turned to the back, and I'm still gonna treat him like he got on a suit and tie. You understand?
Right.
So that's what I mean when I said that we pick and choose. We feel like just because you done revealed a lot about yourself in this little short time.
Yeah.
That will debunk a whole lot of what somebody would get out of one glance. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You see that? So I'm saying, hey,
Yeah.
be there for your child.
Got to, man. That's important. That's important, man. Ain't nothing more important than that. All the stuff you buying, man, they can't wear it no more. It's the time, man, the memories, what they remember, the laughs, the corny jokes.
That you ain't gonna get the time back.
You ain't gonna get that back, man.
So
And I hate that so bad, man. I'm telling you that right now. I really do.
do you have grandkids?
I have one.
Really?
I have a daughter, Jada. I had a baby.
Oh,
She had a baby, man. And she got locked up like literally right after her.
man.
So
Wow.
yeah, we praying for the situation. I know God gonna turn this whole thing around.
Yeah.
And when I'm gonna post that too. I'm gonna share that with y'all too.
Yeah.
When he turn it around, that's why I think me sharing it is really sealed the positive outcome. Because now I just feel like God, like, okay, cool. Everybody know this by him. Okay, so
You gonna pray?
if I could bring him out of this and he tell everybody, then that's gonna, make believers out of folks, man. That's what it's all about nowadays.
Do you think it's more men need to speak up? Do you see how you came, like you were just saying? I'm in the midst of the storm. This is happening with my daughter. I'm not out yet, but I'm looking forward, and I got faith to believe God that I'm coming out. We're coming out with the victory. But in the meantime, this is where we are.
Right.
Do you feel like, because I do, I feel like in the midst of transparency is where you grab the most people.
Right.
Because folks want to know
They want to
that.
know drama.
Yeah.
They want to hear the drama. And I got it for you, man, because I know who's going to get the glory out of it.
So you telling me
that. I really, really believe that.
You saying what you said about not being present, right?
Right.
Do you know, when I saw that, I said it's a whole lot of men on this timeline that won't say that.
They won't admit it.
They won't admit it.
They know you was out there with me, man. They was out there with me. So I know they went in the house with the kids. So
I was knocking out calendars together.
Yeah. They was out there with me, man. So, everybody want to appear to be this great guy, man. But we all got some rough edges to be made smooth,
I'm telling you.
So, yeah.
I'm telling you. This is why I love people be like, well, why you be saying that? Why you talking about this? People, and I be thinking to myself, listen, I remember when I was walking Roosevelt Road with Daisy Dukes on, a Newport 100 hanging out my mouth, a machete.
I don't know what I would say if I saw that.
A machete, looking for my baby daddy so I could cut him.
Right.
I got some witnesses on my timeline that remember her.
Yeah.
She was talking about a crazy baby mama. No, I was a crazy baby mama.
Oh, okay.
No, I was nuts. Okay.
Dig that.
So, when I talk to our young ladies that's that,
Yeah.
I have to let them know where I came from. Yeah, I'm a woman of God today, and I'm all, no, but this ain't.
Yeah, I was something else. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me let you see. Let me talk about the good works. Okay? They talk about that crazy woman that was walking down the street with that machete and Daisy Dukes on, that Newport hanging outside her mouth like she crazy. See, when he do something, he do it.
Yeah.
Okay? It's done.
Yeah.
But I have not forgot the mindset I had back then. I have not forgot my influences from back. I have not forgot the product of a person that I had become based on my environment. But you got some women that's like that. So when I see young ladies that I ride past and I remember who I used to be, it keeps me in a place of humility, because I know it's been nothing but the mercy and the grace of God. And to let them see that there is hope.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay like that. Like, I get it, because I was there. Didn't value myself, out there fighting with him. Do you hear me in the middle of Roosevelt Road?
Shut up.
What?
I would have helped you if I saw that. You might.
Listen, I was a fool. So it's like,
crazy.
No, I'm telling you. So even my daughter, when I tell her, she be like, oh my God, Mom, oh my goodness. Like, she think that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It is. But when we look at that's what I'm talking about today, how you're talking about with the men, and you're talking to them right where they at. I'm in the process of becoming, and things is in the process of changing, but I'm not going to not acknowledge where I am. in this process, right? So when I talk to my sisters, I got to come where they at.
Yeah,
I can't talk to them from this
They ain't
place.
gonna relate to you if you don't.
Exactly. That's the whole. I say, God, I don't care how deep I get, I'm gonna stay relatable. Because people are people, and ain't none of us perfect, and you're gonna always have something that you're dealing with. What I'm finding now, Jeremy, is that we will evolve, and we want to talk from that place. No.
And what's so funny is you'll be shocked to know how many people inbox me and say, man, your daughter on drugs, man, I'm going through the same thing with my daughter.
See?
Or, man, thanks for sharing that, man. I'm going through this. My daughter this. My niece this. My sister got a son that's doing this. People's inboxing me telling me these things, you know. And they suffering in silence, man. I choose not to do that. I choose not to do that. I just choose not to do that.
That's what's up. Because why?
Because we all victims. As black folks, man. We're going through the same. We oppressed. We're going through the same. We got to navigate through the same traps as each one of us. We all got to go through the same things, man. You know, so I just feel like when somebody else show a little strength, man, it should strengthen somebody else. That's what I think. You know?
So, when you see young men that you know that's where you used to be, do it automatically come to you like, I need to talk to this young man because he heading down the wrong
If they in my space, I will.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I probably just pray, send a prayer for them because they got to go through it, man. They got to go through it. And I don't know what it is about our kids. They got to learn the hard way. They just want to listen to the parents. And just take the kids, if y'all just listen to y'all parents, and just they got that. There's a reason why they've been there already. My dad used to always say, "Boy, you ain't gonna believe this, but I've been your age before." He used to tell me that, man. Wow, you know, it didn't register to me. I had to get like 34 years old before they really hit me. I've been your age before. What he telling me is, man, ain't nothing you going through that I ain't either seen or been through myself.
So what do you think happened when you had a provider at home? What made you choose the street?
Well, to keep it 100, I went to Marshall, and the guys that came in with their ass tight, with the chains on, with the nice clothes on, they got the attention, man. And, you know, when I say ass tight, the one that was smoking.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like the girls thought that was cute, man. You know, they say a lot about what they been taught. You know, we'll talk about that another day.
You're right.
But yeah, so yeah, those guys was, you know, more popular.
So you wanted to be popular.
I wanted to, you know, I want a little attention other than just playing. I want no start on the basketball team. So if I was starting on the basketball team, I probably wouldn't. I would have been cool with that attention, but nah. I was just on the team, you know. So, you know, those guys, the girls thought they was cool, man. And everybody want to be cool in high school growing up, man. So, you know, you gravitate to the wrong crowds, and it all starts from there.
Okay. So, before we wrap this up, I want you to speak to more to the fathers as to why it's important to be in a child's life, and to moms who are fighting dads, because on my previous segment, we was talking about that, the wounded father, the father that's wounded, and he's staying away, and he don't want to be around. And so, you know, in your own words, in your own way, I just want you to speak to the mothers, why it's important for the father's presence, and what the mother and the father can do to ensure that child. What can they do?
Most important, I think, God first. If that man ain't got God in his life, you need to. I'm talking to the women now. If he ain't got God in his life, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, and most importantly, how you treat his mama. How you treat his mama is very important. How you respect his mama. How you look at his mama, and look at his background. Was he raised? Look how he raised. You can't hold him accountable for nothing. You gotta look at his background, how he was raised in his household. If he didn't have a father in his life, There's no way he's gonna need help being a father. That's just, he don't have the experience. Experience is the best teacher. So if he ain't got the experience, you can't expect so much out of him that he ain't ever been shown. If he ain't been shown it and had a stand-up man in his life, then he got to grow. And you got to be patient with him and grow with him. You understand? And guys, when y'all looking at the female, I'm gonna take my time with this one, but you should pick your female. You should choose your lady. You should choose your lady based on her faith and the crowd she keep. Birds of a feather flock together, man. I don't care how old I get. That's gonna always be a true saying. If she running with a females that low vibrations, she got a low vibration, man. You know, and if she ain't got no father in her life, it's gonna be a challenge with that too. If another man ain't never been, I have to tell her nothing. Yeah, you think you a man, you gonna come in and tell her something, it's gonna be a challenge, man. It's gonna take some work. And but God is first, man. If she ain't got God in her life, everything, if you see God first, everything else will be added. And that's, and man, I'm 46, and I know that to be a fact. I know that to be a fact. God, you gotta put God first, and everything else gonna fall in line, man. And I'm just so glad that I still got breath in my lungs, and I still got opportunity to make it right. You know, and I got every intention on doing that. And that's about it.
That sounds good.
That's about it.
You hit some good points.
That's a lot more. I don't know how much time we got. There's so much I can say about this, but I'm just gonna keep it basic. God first, man.
Yeah.
God first.
It's very critical that we get back to God. I really feel like, as a whole, that God is wanting to be back in our lives and back in our homes and back in our families, but we have to let him in there. We have to let him in. He's a gentleman. He's not going to kick the door in. He wants you to let him in so that he can transform us. And when he transforms us, the things around us become different as well.
That's right.
Because the change have to take place on the inside.
That's a fact.
And, you know, and so to see you rapping today, you know, I'm about having God in my life. I'm turning my life around. I'm trying to make some changes in my life.
Right.
And so that's so critical because y'all ahead. And real briefly, I'm just going to revisit the place that I came from my very first episode. When God asks, where have our pride gone? He showed me a group of lions. He showed me a group of lions, and I watched the documentary over and over, Jeremy. And he wouldn't let me. I'm like, why is you
where
showing
you get the lioness from?
Oh, the lioness, baby. Yeah. She is bad.
That picture, man.
Okay? All day long. The lioness, I always say I'm about my cubs and my kings.
Yeah.
That's my purpose in life. My cubs and my kings. I'm going to empower my kings to stay in a place of leadership, to stay in a place of strength. I got that because she go and get them kills and she bring it back and she feed that king. And some people take offense from that, but no, she understands that he's stronger than me. I'm strong, but he's stronger than me. Who is that? I don't know what it is. Well, hello. He's stronger than me. So when it's not necessary, because when I said to my other brothers, I could see how they got that a little bit misconstrued. It's not so much of we can't do what y'all do as far as going to get money and this and that, but it's not that. It's the way that y'all are built in y'all innate nature that we cannot become that at all. It doesn't matter. The way y'all are with logic. I told them, I said, women, and I was just speaking for me, tend to lead with emotions.
Right.
We tend to feel sorry for folks too much. We tend, you know what I'm saying? Whereas the man is more logic, he's going to pay attention. And when we lead by emotions and we're thinking about how people are going to feel about us, but y'all thinking about our safety. You're thinking about the safety of our children. You're thinking about coming around and seeing little Johnny and saying, you ain't finna be dating my daughter. See, that kind of stuff is what we open the gap to when we think we're going to fulfill y'all role. We don't even have the eyes and the insight to see in a man like y'all do. Because y'all men.
Right.
You know another man.
Right.
You know right away if that boy in one glance.
No good.
Yes. You be like, he for the street.
Yeah.
You can't date him. And then here she go cry to mama. And now mama is, oh, why you tell he nice? You see what I'm saying? You're like, no, he ain't nice. I know so-and-so that know him. And you know, that's what I'm talking about. It's so many gates open. Because our men is somewhere trying to figure it out. They trying to figure it out. So when I tell you, when God spoke to me through that documentary and asked the question, where have your pride gone? What did we see coming up? The fist.
Yeah.
The pride.
Yeah.
The man was about his family. You saw the families marching. Stuff like that. Men was standing, right?
Yeah.
So we say, where have our pride come? We have disarmed our men of their authority. We have allowed governmental systems to tell us that we don't need y'all.
Yeah, you can start there.
Yeah. We think child support going to replace presence. It's not. Section 8 ain't going to replace no presence. You know, you can't have a man in there. You bring all these little games we play, Jeremy.
Yeah.
It's doing nothing but working against us, and that is the strategy. All of what we have to empower y'all, we'll come with each other as women, a group of women, and try to prove how we can outmen y'all. No, we supposed to take it. I don't wear that. I be like, no.
Right.
My nephews come around. I'm a damsel in distress when I see a man.
Come on now.
Okay, I ain't finna act like I'm a man. I don't want to be one. I like being a girl. So when I tell you, when I saw that lioness breeding, I say no, because I always wanted to know. I wonder why she come and get that kill and she come bring it and feed that man. Oh, some people got offensive. Then it made sense. Oh, because I got the agility. I can run fast. I can do that. But if I'm going to take down a buffalo or a hippopotamus, I need my king.
You need your king.
And I need him to be strong.
Come
on here, Jeremy.
That's hard. That's strong,
it's a sense of empowerment, whether it's in the form of a meal or not. All of my resources, I'm going to use it to empower my king because I needed strength. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
So imagine if we thought like that.
Oh, man.
I raised wives.
You got it.
I don't raise girlfriends. Both my foster daughter and my biological daughter married as virgins at 20-some years old. I never put in a man that they was a baby mama or girlfriend. Since they was 9 with my daughter, I've been telling her she was a wife. So what did she do?
That's
you get the spirit of a wife, you attract a husband. But you get the spirit of a hoe, you attract a nigga. Which one you want?
Come on, V.
Which one you want? You a nigga?
Man.
You gonna get a hoe? Or you a man? You used to be ladies and gentlemen. Now we got niggas and hoes.
Right.
So what happened to the ladies and the gentlemen?
I don't know what it is.
Listen. So
I want to say this. I want to put this in there though.
Go ahead.
Hey, they was talking about when I was in church a couple of weeks ago. I think that's important.
Okay.
That they was talking about Adam and Eve, how they made the woman. God formed the woman out of the man rib. Now, if you once I break this down, because it shocked me, because men was like, hey, I'm the man of the house. It's what I say. I'm the the force in the house, but that's really not so. He made it said that if he formed the woman out of the man, he didn't form the woman out of the man's head, that he should be above her. He didn't form her out of his feet. He didn't take a bone out of man's feet. They make the woman out of her, that she could be beneath him. She made it from the man. He took it out of his side. And he formed the woman out of the rib from the side of the man, which means the woman's supposed to stand side by side with the man, be equal to the man, not beneath the man or above the man. You know what I'm saying? So she be side by side with the man and be treated as equal in this relationship.
I love it.
She need to come with what she come with, he come with what he come with, and that's how y'all bring that thing together.
Come on, Jeremy.
And take on off, man.
Take off.
Take off. You know what I'm saying? So the woman, she's not to be trampled over by the man. That's not the role that y'all should play. And a strong woman, she should be standing up straight. When the man try to, say, I'm the man, you the woman, sit down, or listen to me is what I say go. No, that ain't how it's supposed to go, man. No. She equal just like you is in that household, I was like, wow, that's powerful, man.
That is.
I thought that was powerful.
So are you? Because I'm telling you, ever since now that I heard you confirm some stuff that I know, now I'm fin to pray her into your. When I tell you I'm finna pray that woman show up in your life.
I got somebody special. She cool.
Okay, wait a minute.
We got a lot of bridges to cross. But,
wait a minute. You met her at church?
Huh?
You met her at church?
Nah.
Oh, where you meet her at?
She not in church.
Mm-hmm.
She not in church, but she a real nice person.
Do you
and I think we are equally yoked right now.
Okay.
But I think time, when she see my life, she see things that God's doing to me. She don't know my past, so I kind of really want. I don't want to say that, but by her not knowing my past, she don't appreciate who I am today. But a woman that know where I come from and know how I was and see me now and be like, damn, JP, man, look at Jeremy, that man really made some change in his life, So that's why my relationship it's such a challenge right now. She think I'm a lame, man. She think I'm a lame.
See, but you know what?
Because I'm going to church every week.
See that right there? That's where we lose it at. You
I'm
think
okay
you're
with
lame.
that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you okay with that. But if you already think I'm a lame, so if you think I'm a lame, that tells me
what's for lame
what
not knowing what's going on, the happiness, the goings-ons in the street. I don't care about. She know I'm a sharp guy though.
How old is she?
35.
She's 35. You 46.
46. It's 11 years. So there you go. So
you call her
special. It's some work out doing that. Yeah, man, because she the patience that she showed, no other woman has showed that kind of patience with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I will give her that.
Okay.
She exercised a lot of patience with me.
Okay.
So
that's good.
I appreciate that.
Okay, well then you ain't got to say it now. I hope this is it, and if it ain't, God run our way. But if this is it for you,
a woman's nature. Yeah, I know. A woman's nature is to love and be loved, man. Tell this to the guys. I don't care how she come off. I don't care how much of a boss chick she come off. She's zero tolerance. I don't take this. I don't take. A woman's nature is to love and be loved.
Give it to Jeremy.
Hold on now. A man's nature is to conquer and mess up. I want to say F up, but I don't want to get charged. No. A man's nature is to conquer and mess up, man. Think about every man. We conquerors, man. Whether it's the block, whether it's the materialistic things, we conquerors by nature. Mm-hmm. It's in us to conquer. We get that girl. We do whatever we can to get her. Mm-hmm. We take her out. We be on point. We text back. We do all that. But once we conquer you, we gonna mess up. We're not going to do the same things we did before we conquered you. But how bad we mess up, we all ain't going to mess up beyond repair, though. We mess up, it's repairable. Most of the time. A lot of times it's not. But that's just our nature, man.
You just gave away a nugget.
The president, think about all the men, whether he's a champion boxer. Once he got the champion, he started getting high, he messed it up. Everything a man conquered, man, he messed it up. Once we get it, man, we do whatever we got to do to get it. But once we get it, it's the same. It ain't that no more. That's why it's so important, man, for a woman to get to make that man fall for you by your personality, not your assets, man, not your body. If he fall in love with you and get to like you as a person, that's why you ain't supposed to sleep with no man so fast. Get him once he get to the point where he like you as a person, your character, man. That's when you got your man. That's when you got your man. Woman got to exercise patience, man. I know he looking good. He looking like he can really, put it down in the bedroom, whatever. You want to get to that part, but no, you spreading yourself thin, man. You selling yourself short by giving in to that man, because he have to conquer, man. We have to conquer, man.
I'm glad yes, please.
We have to conquer.
Let it come from you.
We have to conquer.
The part that you took about after we conquer.
We're going to mess up.
We're going to mess up.
That don't mean that we ain't going to fix it and go all the way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're not going to fix it and go all the way, but we're going to mess it up, man. Some kind of way. We're going to mess it up. You gonna mess up some kind of way. It's our nature.
Oh my God.
That's our nature, man.
Wow.
That's our nature.
Wow.
Think about that.
Well, you know what? I like the fact that you know. Do you really know what you said when you said a woman nature is to love and be loved?
And be loved, man. I don't care how she come out. I don't care how.
That right there.
I don't care how she come out.
And I hate when I see women that act like that ain't what you want. You a lie. You ain't.
They got that facade, that tough facade, because they've been through so much.
Yeah.
They done been scarred, man. You know.
Yeah.
I put myself in a woman's shoes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think about, a woman being with 10 different guys, 5 different guys. Let's go 5. I'm gonna stop at 5, y'all. 10. Say you've been with 5 guys, and they all got 5 different characteristics, 5 different personalities. And out of these characteristics and personalities, they all made you feel like you was somebody special to them in their own way. Mm-hmm. These different characters and personalities now. So you convinced that he meant that, only for him to get what he want, to change on you, man. I want to have, if I was a woman, sooner or later, man, I'm going to start feeling like, hey, man, hold on. What's wrong with me? I'm going to start looking at myself. I'm going to start doubting myself. I'm going to start, looking at men different. A lot of women, just went all the way over. They don't want to deal with no man no more. A lot of man, we can go all the way with this man, but
you know what I live by?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, like I told my other brothers that was sitting here, I don't sleep around.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
I'm less likely to be drunk, or they say what they call it, dumb. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, a man is the leader, right? How you lead the relationship tells me what you think about me. Mm-hmm. If you are denying me to be your forever, you're telling me to be temporary and ain't no in between. So if you come into my life, I've had experience back in the day when I was younger and unlearned. I had some husband caliber men come into my life. And I noticed that when a man's serious, he's going to talk futuristically. He's going to start talking about, he's going to come and announce himself to say who he is and what he wants and what is. He's going to say that without me having to do anything if that's what he wants.
Where we're going to be next year this time.
Exactly. He's going to come to me and say, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want. This is what I want to go. This is what I want to do with you.
Yeah.
When you not talking like that, I already know where to put you.
Come on.
I don't hate you. I'm still going to respect you. But I'm not going to reduce myself down. I'm not going to reduce myself down because once I do that, I can't take that back.
Can't take that back.
So for the rest of my life, I'm going. You meet me where I am. You come to me where I am. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, we getting ready to take off.
Yeah.
Because we together and we agreed. What the scriptures say, can 2 walk together except they be agreed? We disagree. I disagree that I'm going to give you all of me and don't require anything from you. Mm. No. And most men, they used to that. In my opinion, it's crazy now. They can have anything they want, multiple wife-like behavior, and they don't have to do anything. You see that? So then what would make me different is that I have to close the garage and tell you no. Baby, you got all these other women's willing to give it all to you. Yeah. I ain't going to be added to the list. And what are you doing? Every time you do that, you get a different reaction. You get a different response. It's always positive. Because at the end of the day, all I got is me. You got to raise your level of respect. You have to do it. Got to. That you want them to have for you. You know, my sister Maria, Mrs. Stewart now. Yeah. Man, I saw that. I was like, wow. Mr. Stewart said. Eric. He said, women with low-hanging fruit don't require you to reach up. Sometimes men have to respect a woman. I'm trying to make you come up. Because marriage, commitment, all that stuff is up here. Responsibility is a high place. Commitment is that's a high place, right? Mm-hmm. Down here, we can do any and everything we want to do. Mm-hmm. But we can't really grow. We just self-destruct. Either you get your windows busted out, got the baby mama drama. Mm-hmm. You got all this stuff down here. Yeah. Some men have been so scarred. I'm afraid to let a woman in like that again. And I understand that. Then look, then you got these toxic unions. Mm-hmm. You get kids out of that. Mm-hmm. A lot of kids got born out of these
bogus hookups, bogus get together. You never knew nothing about him. You never knew the house he was raised in or how he was.
He was a real life special.
Yeah, you never knew. Now you expect this man to be a father, man. You expect him to be that like that, just. I don't know, man. It ain't gonna work like that. People gotta be patient, man. Patience, man.
Patience.
Just be patient. He gonna tell you who he is. You just wait. If you just be patient, he gonna let you know exactly who he is, and she gonna let you know exactly who she is, man. If you just wait, man.
My heart go out to women who got so much hope. You done gave that man everything. You done gave him everything. You done gave him all of you. You done cooked his meals. You done wrote him while he was in jail. You done took care of his kids. You have given him everything you possibly can, and he still won't do right. You got to leave him.
Yeah.
You gotta leave him. So yeah, I'm finna get off of here. Oh, this has been your afternoon special edition episode of the Fyreside Chat. I thank y'all for joining me, the Lioness Queen, Sister V, right here on IntellectualRadio.com with my brother JP.
That's right.
We're dropping them nuggets today to the men, to the women, the men in the street, and the men that's in the middle of their process, and the men that's headed to victory. He is standing with you strong. He is throwing you encouragement, saying, hang on in there, man. We got work to do, okay? We love y'all. Until next time, y'all have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Be blessed.
All right, y'all. Peace.